where I have to like play a piece, and I'm going to be playing the piece that I've been working on. And so today I've been listening and playing along and perfecting my right hand and trying to get the timing right. So if you listen to my confessions in the moonlight in the past, it's going to sound so different. I'm just going to play the right hand for this part because I think I might have the actual timing down now. And I was playing along like 3 times with the music, and it sounded great actually. Oh, sorry. The dog slurping in the back is gross. Hold on. Ah, dang it. Okay. Ah! It's very exciting. You are gross and slurpy. Go away. Oh, please don't bring your drool over here. He's just dripping. Look, ready? He's just like dripping drool. Oh, shake it off. Look, he's left a puddle. You guys are gross. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it one more time. This is very exciting. It's never sounded like this before. Yeah. Hello. Can you play something slow and like heart feeling nice on piano, by the way? I could if you tell me specifically a song. I was just gonna just do that one part today. I might try to add on my bass clef, but that was really all I was planning out doing or planning on doing. So if you send me specifically a song that you want that I could quickly look up, I might be able to. Um, I wish I could teach you how. I think the best thing that you could learn how to do to start maybe would be like, well, you could just learn a song with a couple of chords if you know a song really good, or you could play just the notes. Depends on how you want to approach it. There's lots of ways to learn. I don't really have the time to teach anybody right now, though. Um, but there's lots of cool ways that you can learn online. I would definitely watch Jules Holland because he's just great. All right, let me see if I could try to add the bass now. It's slower than I thought too. Some people play it more upbeat than that. I have to listen to that part and play that part. Now I got to do what I did before with my right hand and do and isolate just the left hand now and play along. Hold the chords a little longer to feel the echo. Oh, yeah, I'm trying, I usually do that. Right now I'm trying to play it like more like staccato-y and quick because it does kind of have that like merry-go-round, like kind of feeling to it, you know? It is slower, you're right though. It's a lot slower than I thought. But I'm trying to like kind of, actually, I'm intentionally trying not to hold the chords. I usually do hold the pedal down between like phrases and like chords and stuff, like, so there's a nice transition on this song, but I'm trying to like lay off the pedal right now. Thank you. I'm really proud of it. That like it never sounded like that. Like if you just heard me play it with the treble clef or with the bass clef, like that's what it used to sound like. Now, if I just play it with the right hand, it actually sounds pretty good. Like, so fun to play. Now that I got the flow for it. All right, I gotta listen to that next part. So cool. All right, you guys have a great day. I gotta go clear off my desk to move my desk and finish setting up. I'll answer that question in a second. I gotta finish setting up my office and moving stuff, so I need to clear it off before I move it. But I have been playing piano for a really long time. I have only been able to play songs on the piano within, like, I'd say the last 4 years. In fairness to myself, though, as a child, I would play on my grandfather's piano for hours. And when I play like free, like when I write and compose and like play, a lot of what I played as a kid, all of those hours, like never went to waste. Like it informed me now, if that makes sense. Like I put in hundreds and hundreds of hours at the piano between the ages of like 8 and 12 for 4 years. Like that's what I did at my grandparents' house. Um, I just would play on it, for hours and hours. And if I was ever at somebody's house that had a piano or a organ, I would always like be obsessed with it. Um, and so, and it's funny because a lot of the things as a kid that I realized about playing the piano were things that like great pianists like had like confirmed. Like I was watching this document. Sorry for all the legs. I was watching this documentary on Charlie Parker the other day, and it was saying how I can't. I'm really not going to be able to explain it. But it was basically like how how like he came up with some kind of like jazz concept or not jazz concept, but like musical theory that was like a essential principle to music and music theory and jazz and blues and what was later to become rock, which was like these like intervals or half step intervals. I'm not so great at explaining it, but it had something to do with like basically the spacing and intervals between like your like how you're playing. And I remember when I listened to that and it was like, oh yeah, I knew that as a kid. I had discovered that playing the piano. And same thing with what Miles Davis said. Like Miles Davis said, if you like play something and it like doesn't sound right, like you just play the note next to it. And that's really true. Like if I'm playing music, right, and I'm like, right, and I don't like the way that sounds, well, there's only one other choice, right? I've got my finger on the E and my finger on the G. So if I press that F, right, the only other choice is going to be like, well, I guess this is a bad example. It's a bad example. Just play around, you'll figure it out. It's true though. Like that was too like close. It has to be like at further spacing. I put myself in a pigeon. I pigeonholed myself. I put myself in a corner. All right. Anyway, I'm going to play one more time and then I got to go. I keep going to the A, but you're supposed to go to the F there. All right. Pleasure to hear. I love your voice. Thank you. So music theory could be bent and go based off of vibes and your trained ear. Yeah, that's the hardest thing I think about being like learning music for me was that a lot of music theory, it's not that it can be bent, it's subjective, right? Like, so like it's like, and the theory is not subjective. It's like the actual like placements and like concepts are like, like they're, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Let me try to give me a second to think about it. It's mad TV on the background. It's distracting me. It's like a Stewart compilation. I can't think of an example right now. I can't think of the right way to explain it. So anyway, I have to get going. I hope you guys have a really lovely, awesome day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining and being here. You hate music theory? That's how my partner and I were like, I'd start talking music theory and he'd be like annoyed by it. And I couldn't understand how he didn't like want to talk about it because he played music for like his whole life, you know? And so it was like a weird thing. I'd be like, what do you mean you don't understand this? Or what do you mean like you don't know what this is like? Or what do you mean? How come wait, like let's talk about this. But then he would sit down and like the song I was just playing, I would play it and I'd work on it. I'd worked on this for years and he would just sit down and be like he was, and I would like actually get upset about it. I'd be like, you fucking asshole. Not really, but like, I definitely like got a little bit like of a, not upset, but like, you know, jealous. I wish I had that talent. It's weird because when he passed, I feel like I absorbed some of his talent. And like, it was funny because it's not funny, but I went like, when I went to go get my guitar, this one over here, I had gone to the music store, and I was like, it was a really great music store, and I was hanging out talking to the guys there, and there was this like older cat, and you know, he was talking about like some of his problems, and you know, like his day back in his time back in the day and stuff, and I was telling him like how like I was never really able to play, and then I got obsessed with music like after Rob passed, and I had tried really hard to play. It just never came. Like I loved it. The love was there and I understood the theory and stuff like that, but I just something wasn't clicking, and then it was weird. Like I'd played for years and then after he passed something clicked. And it might have just been that I was obsessed with music and playing all the time. But the weird thing is when I told the guy at the music store that, he's like, see, it's like you're like one of those Marvel characters. You absorbed a superpower. So it always is kind of, you know, take that for what it is. Well, you guys have a great day and I will talk to you later.